up in a blood red sky. Words are not repeating, losing from your wide eyes. And if they just want to black and green separate you, self-motivate.
Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Man, we got to the end of the week quick. This one's been a real quick one for me, but man, we've had some great bands on the show, a bunch of cool genres as well. Grind, death, thrash and black. We had some deathcore in there as well. Well, we're going to finish off the week checking out a record label. These guys got in contact with me and said, you know, we've got some bands on our label that we'd like you to check out. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, no problem. Now, they're not all exactly the same style, but they have all got a similar vibe by the sound of things. This record label goes for a certain kind of band. Now, they're based out of Germany, out of Frankfurt, the record label is, and they've given me 3 bands to check out, and they all sound really nice. So, yeah, we're going to do this for the record label. So if you like these bands and you like this label, maybe you want to, you know, check them out a bit further. The first band we're going to check out is a band called HeadFury. The track they've got is called On Dust Devils and Raging Bulls. So let's give it a spin and see what this stuff's all about. Nice bass in there.
Raging bull kicks up red dust, it looks at me, I like it like wet wind is wild, but flower child tells me to get away. Take me away, I don't want to know what I will find, so I'll just play it blind. Instant grand, now I'm spying, I sense crocodile tears falling. Looking up at a blood red sky. Words are not repeating, losing from your wide eyes. In the air, dust devil laughs and raging bulls are shining bright. It says the end, I'm not repeating, just an object in your mind. So I guess just an ingredient added to your eyes. This is the end.
Cool.
Making your way right through the dust, I look at you, I don't like you much. Dust devil sits and
Cool vocal layer.
tells me he doesn't care. Take me away, I don't want to know what I will find, so I'll just play it blind. You fall away, now I'm spinning. I sense a lot of blood tears falling. Looking up at a blood red sky. Words are the convenient losing from your wide eyes. In the air, dust devil laugh and raging bulls are burning bright. It says the end, I'm not repeating, just an object in your mind. So I guess just an ingredient added to your lies. This is the end. Take me away. I'm not the way that you want in the light. I'm just the way that I am. I'm not that thing that you want in the night. I'm just the way that I am. Take that. Take that. You're not the way that I want in the light. You're just another scam.
Nice.
Looking up at a blood red sky. Words are not repeating, losing from your wide eyes. In the air, dust devil laugh and raging bulls are shining bright. It says
Nice one. Cool modern rock. It's got that modern rock sound, nice mix, good energy to it. It's got a bit of grunginess in there, a bit of kind of alt rockness to it as well. Great singing, great vocal layering in there as well. Cool drumming, nice up-tempo sections and breaking it down as well. So it had a lot of dynamics to the track and kind of drops and things like that. So yeah, I like this kind of music. We've had a few bands like this on the channel now, modern kind of grungy-ish bands. I think they've just got a great sound, comes across well, comes across with a nice clear clarity edge to it. Very cool. So let's see what they've got for us next. This is Far From Who We Are. The track's called Rise. This one has got a video to it, so let's check it out. Groove. Yeah, good sound.
And if they this wall of black and green separate you, self motivate, forsake the emptiness and find the missing pieces. The fallen will rise again.
Nice. It's a cool guitar tone.
And if they this wall of black and green separate you, self-motivate, forsake the emptiness and find the missing pieces. The fallen will rise again.
That's interesting. These guys are quite heavy in the music. It's a heavy, fat, chunky guitar tone. You can hear the bass nicely. It's cool drumming. But with the vocal, it adds a very soft edge to it as well. Very cool.
Forsake the emptiness and find the missing pieces. The fallen will rise again. Will rise again.
Yeah, good sound. Man, I really enjoyed that one. Very good sound to this track. Great guitar tone in there. And as I say, it's actually quite heavy music. With that guitar tone and doing those chuggy bits and a fat bass tone in there, nice big weighty drums and lots of fills and cool stuff going on in the drums. You know, if this dude was screaming and shouting and doing like hardcore-y type vocals over that, it'd be really heavy. because of the style of his vocal and the way they'd recorded it and put that kind of distortion on it, which kind of compressed the sound a bit as well, it added a totally different flavour and kind of vibe to the track, which I thought was really, really cool. So he had a nice heaviness, he had a chunkiness to it, but he also had a softness to it within the vocal, and that kind of pulled the heaviness out of it, if you like, and toned it down, if you like. I thought it was really, really cool. It had a great voice as well to go with the kind of music, and with the vocal effect on there, it gave it that kind of, kind of like a tin radio kind of sound, and I always like that. I thought it sat really well in the mix. So yeah, very, very cool. I think we're starting to get the flavour, the vibe of this HopePunk records and what they're about. Rockiness, grunginess, bringing that edge with the vocal over the music. So yeah, doing very nice. I'm enjoying it. This last band we're going to look at is called Lava Sweet. Their track is called Follow, and this one's got a video as well. So let's enjoy this one. Vocal by the sounds of it.
Hello, sound. Creeping under my skin. Found you. I see you far, far away.
Very nice.
See how nothing can harm you. Follow.
Great sound. The vocal and the bass got a real nice tone that meshes together.
I see you drifting away. Yes, I am. I'm heading nowhere. Yes, I am. I'ma meet you along the fixed on you, hopes flies. How long before I meet you on the way? Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I'm heading nowhere. Yes, I am. I see you falling away.
Great sound to these guys.
We will meet at the borderline. Don't be scared, I'm running right behind
Super nice. That's such a great sound coming across the ears. Warm, meshed in together nicely. Great drum sound and beat to it. Man, that was just a great sound, especially for a Sunday afternoon as well. Yeah, that came together very, very nicely. Now, there was a couple of nitpicks because I love this kind of music. I would have just pumped up that tremolo lead guitar stuff a little bit louder in the mix, let it soar, because when you do that, it can really pull the listener along and just give them that soaring kind of raised up feeling. And that the lead guitar there was a little bit back in the background behind the vocal, and I think they could have just got away with just letting that soar through the mix, because it had such a great sound. Now, one thing I'm just going to say as well that I've been noticing about these HopePunk Records mixes, they've got very nice mixes. It serves the music very well. You can hear all the elements of the band. They've had nice bass tones in there and a nice level of bass that really fills out the sound. It's up there with the guitars, which I really, really like. And if I can be as bold to give some tips to a professional record label, I would say just don't be afraid to push the stereo width a bit further on these records or on these singles, because I think they're playing just a little bit too safe for my liking. You know, I like to push it to the max, push it too far. But I think these guys could be a bit wider, and it would really nicely suit the type of music that they've got on their label, without it going too far out of phase and worrying about, you know, mono and radio and all of that stuff, which is why they don't push it too far. But yeah, I think there was a little bit more space in the stereo to widen this out just a little bit more, to give it more of a kind of widthy, soundscapey type of feel, especially that last track, because it's for the kind of music that this record label likes, and these bands, which is a nice rocky edge, but also with a great smooth, taming melodic vocal, which tames the sound of the music and kind of meshes in with that stuff. So even the heavier stuff, like the second band, had a nice soft edge to it because of the vocal. So I get what this record label's about, but I do feel that their mixes could just be that little bit wider, to give the music more of a soundscape width, or when you're listening with headphones, an all-encompassing sound, because at the moment it does sound like the sound is coming from in front of you, like a radio edit, and I would just like it to be a bit more round the sides as well, because it's just great music. You know, this is a real nitpick. I'm not digging at any of these bands or at the record label at all. It's just, you know, it's what my ears call for this kind of music. But man, I've really enjoyed all three bands today. We'll check out more of this record label. Hopefully they'll send us some more tracks and some more bands that they've got to check out, because all of these three, very, very high quality, super nice sound, great mixes, modern rock, all sounds very modern and, you know, up to date. So yeah, great job. So I hope you've enjoyed that today, guys. Great week on the channel. Nothing but quality bands this week. So yeah, very, very nice. Hope you've enjoyed that. I've set up the website as well for all a bunch of new stuff. You can even get mixing and stuff on there if you're interested in that. So head over to the website for a bunch more information if you're interested in all that crap. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow for the grind as we normally do. But I hope you're having a great weekend. See you guys. Bye.